Hey friends, happy Friday. I hope you guys are doing amazing and are psyched for the weekend. I am pumped. It is snowing outside. I hate snow, man. I cannot wait until it is bright and sunny and at least 70 degrees. One day I will convince my wife to move to Florida. Until then, we'll just get through this weekend. So anyway, today I have had this question a million times throughout my career, and I figured this would be a good time to answer it. It's time to learn you something. It's time to give you something other than my opinion, some usable insights for you as someone who has a Facebook page. This is specifically going to be geared towards people with business pages. If you don't have a business page, you're not running a business, you're probably going to find this really boring, but you can continue to watch so you can see my face, and that should be a blessing in itself. So anyway, business pages. I'm talking to you right now. A lot of you come to me, a lot of people, I've had this conversation a million times. People are asking, what is reach? How do I get my posts seen more? What's impressions? What is frequency? What are all these stats? Facebook's throwing a lot at me. What the hell do I do with all of this information? I just want people to buy my crap, and that's it, right? That's the start of the conversation. Here's the answer to it. So let's actually dive in. We're gonna take a look at my Facebook page for the business. This should look familiar. If it doesn't look familiar, that means you're not following my page, and I hate you. But you can fix that right now by going to this page, facebook.com/Thursday Social Co, and hitting that like button. It would mean a lot to me. Let's talk about your posts, right? You got your feed right here, your post. We're going to stop at this post. My pretty face is going to come on the screen in a couple seconds. There's a number right here that means a lot. It's this page, this 278 people reach number. This means a lot to me. So this is the number of unique accounts that have seen my post. This is not the total number of times the post was seen. It is the number of unique accounts that saw this post at some point in time. Doesn't mean they watched it, doesn't mean they clicked it. It means they entered their feed and they scrolled past it and may or may not have engaged with it, may or may not have stopped to look. So the way to get this number larger, this is the secret to life on Facebook, right? And LinkedIn and Snapchat and any social media platform. The secret to get this number bigger is to post engaging crap. And I know that's some mind-blowing stuff right there, but the way that Facebook grows reach numbers, the way that Facebook allows your post to be seen by more people, get more people exposed to your stuff, is your basic engagement metrics right here. I'm talking about likes, comments, and shares. You have to think about this like a points game. So anytime someone likes this post, I got 8 awesome people, including myself. I always like my own posts. There's no rhyme or reason why you should or shouldn't. Some people don't like it. I don't care. I do it anyway because I like myself. I think I'm cool. So these 8 people that like this post, including myself, you have to think about this as like adding a half point to my pool. The more points that I get, the more Facebook is going to show my post to other people, if that makes sense. So each of these 8 people is like a half point into my pool of hope for Facebook showing my post to more people. Comments are probably worth about 5 points, and shares right now are worth about 5 points. Every once in a while, that number changes where long form comments will be worth more, shares will be worth more. Right now, it's kind of sitting about the same. A long form comment, that is a comment that has more than a couple sentences in it, is always going to win out in Facebook's eyes because they look at that as like, this person loves what this person's talking about and is trying to start a conversation. And Facebook, at the end of the day, is all about happy experiences and conversations, right? So if you as a page are trying to grow your page, you're trying to get more people to see your stuff, you're trying to get more people to buy your stuff, the basics start right here. Post engaging stuff. That's why a couple videos ago I said post. You can post cats, you can post babies, stuff like that as part of your content plan. In a couple videos, I'll talk about content plans and how I write mine. But for right now, if you're gonna post stuff, don't post boring stuff. If you are bored posting the page, and I should know that because I've made this video 4 times now. If you're bored posting it, people are going to be bored seeing it, and you're not going to get that much engagement aside from your truly loyal people. So if you ever want to take a look at your metrics and see how you're doing on average, there are 1,000 data aggregators out there. I'm not going to recommend any now. I recommend you just go and type Facebook data stuff. But Facebook does give you some basics in your data. You're going to go to the Insights tab at the top of your page. You're going to see all this data. Mine's down right now because I haven't posted in a couple days, which tells me I should post more. But you're going to go on this left-hand side of this column. You're going to click on Posts. This will tell you when people most often engage with your stuff, and it's going to tell you how much reach each one of your posts have had recently. And then if you want to see impressions are the total number of times your post was seen. There's a little drop down here. You can click impressions. Boom, it's going to change a little bit. Frequency, when people talk about frequency, it doesn't really matter for non-ads. Frequency matters a lot in ads, but it's basically the division between impressions and reach. So if you have a post that reached 100 people and your impressions are 200, that's a frequency of 2. That means everyone on average saw your post twice. Like I said, doesn't necessarily matter for organic stuff. It's kind of important. It's not something you should really focus on, but if you're running ads, it's a number that we pay attention to pretty aggressively, because we don't want one person to see our ad 500 times. We'd rather have 500 people see our ad one time, or ideally 250 people see our ad twice, right? So that's another conversation. We're not going to cover that today. Right now, I just wanted to cover reach. I wanted to cover this topic because I've had this conversation literally, honestly, probably between 750 and 1,000 times. How do I get more reach? You just post engaging stuff, ask people questions, engage with your people. When you respond to comments, that helps. When you have people share your posts, that helps. So end of the day, post engaging stuff. You'll get more reach, more people, more money, right? That's how it all works. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I hope this helped. If this didn't help, tell me in the comments. Tell me I suck. It'll boost the post for me. If you have any questions, you want to talk about this stuff more, shoot me a DM. I'm happy to talk about this all day long. Ask my wife. I talk to her all the time about this, and she doesn't care, but I still like talking about it. So, hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Need anything, just shoot me a DM, shoot me a text, whatever, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.